So, I'm going to talk about printing from the web. I have a couple of slides, but I'm Joas, for anyone that doesn't know me. Yeah, thanks. So, printing from the browser or from the web is usually it's a bit of a problem, because it is kind of possible, but not everything is as smooth as printing from a smart client, for example. Because a browser cannot directly talk to the printer. In a way, if you want to print something, the user gets a print preview, and from there he can choose a printer and print. But it's also always an extra click for the user to do. So, for example, what you can use, there is the NG Client Utils plugin, and it can print, but it shows the default preview. And also, as a developer, you don't have control about where the print is actually happening. So you cannot define which printer is used. The user chooses it. You can also not print to specific drawers of the printer. So yeah, I ran into this with a customer that does create an ERP for the wholesale market, groothandels. And they still print a lot. So they have just normal, like packing slips. They print to normal A4 paper, but they also have pre-printed paper with headers for the invoices, for example. And that need those come from a different drawer of the printer. And also they have like 10,000 orders every day. So they don't want to do 10,000 extra clicks every day. So they just want to let the orders come in through the interface, through an API, and the print should just roll out. No user should need to do anything for that. So that's the printing just from the NG client was really not an option for them. So what they wanted was just to have the print roll out and also specify which printers are used for certain reports, and also which drawers are used from every printer, so they get the right type of paper. The solution that we came up with is to use the NG desktop, and we created a small solution that that runs on the NG desktop, and the NG desktop is just started locally on the network of the client. So that application runs on a machine that has all the printers installed, and basically they have a table with all the print jobs. It's like a print queue, and that NG desktop client is just watching that table, and whenever a new record comes in that record it says you should print this report from this printer, and then it just handles it on data broadcast. Well, the NG desktop in itself can still not print to a certain drawer, so for that we use a different tool. Because the NG desktop can run commands on the command line. Let's see, I think I have this on my next slide. Well, I can first show you. The tool we use is Sumatra PDF. And from that you can just do a print command, and for example you have a lot of options here, but one of them is, for example, the tray that's used to print. I think I have it. So, and so for every report they have in their application, they specify where it should be printed. Maybe I can have the application here. So they have all kinds of reports. So for example, a steel bond. It's like an order slip, and they have well, they have a whole list. But for every report, they have we have a print mapping, and you can specify where this report should be printed. So it can be a default printer for this report. So I can add a new line here and say, well, this report should also always be printed on the Canon, and then in the top tray, well, I need 2 copies. So right now, this steel bond is printed once on the Brother printer and once on the Canon, and then twice on the Canon. But also they can specify if it should be different for certain users. So one user always needs it on this printer, and another user needs it on a different printer, for example. Okay, so then whenever this report is printed, we check the mapping, and when a print job comes in, then the anti-desktop solution copies the file, so it's the PDF file, to the local disk, and then we call the Sumatra PDF using the command line, something like this. So you specify the printer name, the tray number, the amount of copies, and you have the path where the file is copied. And then, just the prints start rolling out without any intervention from the user. And well, to get this installed, every time on solution open that the desktop is started, it checks if the Sumatra executable is already there. And another thing that I did is use a small tool to get the info from the printer. That's called print info. Maybe show you. Well, I have the solution here running from developer now. Well, so here in the middle you see all the print jobs, and when I print something in the other application, you see a new record in this list. And well, first the status is pending, but then it will be picked up right away. And here you can specify which printers are available, and also the trays that are available for this printer. Well, one thing, so I use to determine which trays are available for every printer, I use that WinPrinfo tool. So that basically what it does is, if you can ask what all the specifications for the printer, and so somewhere in here there are all the trays. So here, for example. So if I want to add a new printer, then I run this tool also on the command line, and I use some regular expression to extract that information. So, for example, if I remove this one and I add it again, well, I don't need this one, but I do want to add the broader one. It will automatically read which trays are available, and so you can you have all the different options that you can use. So here we have some small buttons to do test prints, so you can. So that's basically what I wanted to show. So I don't know if there are any questions.
Just one. Do you have to remove the file? I guess you have to remove the file from the disk after printing.
Yeah, that's right.
Call back.
Well, basically,
just wait for some.
No. Well, what we actually do is a little bit.
Ready?
I can show you.
I won't delete the file.
No, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.